Hello everyone, you're welcome back again to my YouTube channel where we'll do a lot of crafts, sewing tutorials and DIYs. Today's tutorial is on how to cut and sew a straight skirt with a front side slit. So I'll be needing the round waist measurement, the round hip measurement and the full length of the skirt. As you can see, I have cut out the front panel of the skirt, which is on fold, and I placed it on the fabric again on fold, leaving about 2 inches zipper allowance. You could make yours more than. Then try to make sure the 2 inches is all the way down. So after getting your 2 inches zipper allowance, you just cut it out like so. Please, you can check out my channel for another skirt tutorial on how I cut and stitch too, in case you have not watched it. And after doing that, you open up the zipper allowance as I've shown, then you notch. The reason for notching is to know where you start attaching your zipper. On the front panel of the skirt, mark 4.5 inches from the folded end. Mark all the way down. This is where we are going to be introducing our slit, our side slit. So after marking that, you connect with your free hand or you can use your ruler. Then you cut out. You would also be cutting the lining with the same measurement. The only difference is in the length. The fabric will be at least 1 inch longer than the length of the lining. That's just the difference. Otherwise, they are the same. You would also need a band, which is about 3.5 inches wide and 25 inches long. This is for the front panel. Then you also need the back panel. You can make it a little longer because of the zipper. Then you cut into two. So as you can see, that's for the back panel and the upper one is for the front panel. So now I have attached my lining. And I'm about to sew the two back panels together. So if you want to attach your zip, you could either choose to fix the zipper before joining the two back panels, or you join the both back panels like this before introducing your zipper. Whichever way, you are still very okay. Remember, there is no slit at the back because we already have a front side slit. So see how the back looks now. I've joined it. The next thing is to introduce our darts. So from the zipper part, I just marked 3 inches away from the seam. Then mark another 1 inch apart, like 3 inches and 4 inches. I did that on both sides. Then I came down by 5.5 inches. Since it is the back panel, you have to come down lower. So you sew from the top to that point marked, and you do it also on the other side. But on the front panel, you will only be having one dart, because the second dart is where we are going to introduce our slit. So this is the front panel now, where I'm just going to be putting one dart like so. So this is the front panel. You can now join the two front panels together. I mean that part I trimmed out initially. Also take note of the length of the slit. Some really want it open, some want it not to open. You can decide to use 4 inches, 5 inches, 6 inches. That depends on your preference. But I have decided to use 7 inches. So I marked 7 inches from the hem upwards to get the length of my slit. So I just tacked it so that it doesn't loosen. So if you look at it, it's puffy there. So you will arrange it firmly, or better still, you can pin it down or sew together so that it doesn't become difficult when sewing the two panels together. It's time now to join my band. I'm going to attach my band like so. This is for the back panel. So you attach like this and stitch. So this is what you have after stitching. So I'm going to be inserting my zipper. Look at, I have done that. So you insert your zipper very neatly. And here we have the two panels, both the front and the back, which I'm going to align together and pin down. After which I'll transfer my measurements. When I was cutting the fabric, then I added 2 inches seam allowance. So that means I have 1 inch on one side and 1 inch on the other side. So look at, I've just sewn 1 inch each on both sides. So that's our allowance. And now back to the slit. Along the line, I just stitched it down, all the way down, so that I'll be able to get my side seam correctly. So what I will do, I will remeasure, I will mark it again and loosen it to that point that I need, that particular point. So I'm going to loosen it all the way to that point now and stitch so that it doesn't loosen. When I was done loosening, I just top stitched so that it won't be puffy. So you stitch neatly. You can decide to use another color of thread just to add beauty to it. So I just stitched like that. Then you have this. We are almost done. So you can decide to leave your skirt like that, but I wanted to add a little bow to that slit at the top of the slit. So you can decide how big you want the bow to be. You can use 8 by 6, you can use 10 by 8. That totally depends on you. So um, you can check out my channel on how I made a bow. So I just did something simple just to make it look different. So in case you don't know how to make a bow tie, just check out my channel. I have a tutorial on that. You're going to and stitch this part. You're not going to, though you can use your sewing machine to attach it to the skirt, but I decided to use my hand needle. Okay, so like I said earlier, you just attach it to the top of the slit with your needle and thread. Try to sew very firmly. If you are coming across this channel for the first time, please hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notification bell to enable you get notified whenever I upload new videos. Please don't forget to like, comment and share my videos. As you can see, I have tacked the 4 edges to the skirt, and now we are done with making a straight skirt with a front side slit and a bow design. You can also check the description box on how to draft a basic skirt pattern. Thanks for watching. See you next time and bye.